open any book in the English language, look at the index section for the letter J, and what will you find? Almost nothing. Then limit to the health and training business, and there will be even fewer words starting with J. Now there is one word starting with J, very common here, that is joint, but I think that's a bit too trivial for us in this A to Z series, so I'm going for something significantly more exotic and uncommon, the Jones fracture. What is a Jones fracture then? Well, I'm going to quote my favorite book here once again, the Bruckner and Kahn Clinical Sports Medicine. So, a Jones fracture is a fracture on the bone on the lateral side or on the pinky toe side of your foot on the fifth metatarsal bone. It may occur as a result of an acute plantar flexion and inversion or a medially directed force on a planted foot and thus create an acute fracture. Now you can put this in a bit simpler terms here. So with your toes pointed and bent inwards, if you put pressure from the outside of your foot, this kind of fracture may occur. This is more likely to happen if you have just increased your training load, maybe as a runner, or if you have poor shoes, or if you're running on uneven surfaces. So this Jones fracture actually most commonly occurs with runners. But not just that, not just runners. It's not uncommon in dancers, for example, either. Jones fractures can be complicated to treat. You can't treat them non-operatively without surgery, but it seems now that we're having more success with screw fixation. Unfortunately, Jones fractures may not heal at all. That's because in this area of the foot, the blood supply is pretty poor, and also that there are a couple of small muscles and tendons that tend to pull this area of the foot apart. So if you want to avoid a Jones fracture, especially as a runner, wear good shoes, try to avoid uneven surfaces, and do not increase your training load too quickly.